What is up, Geeks 4x4? Today we are going to do another interesting video. I got both of these at the house right now, Expedition and Excursion. The Expedition is a 2000, the Excursion is an 01, and I just wanted to do a little side-by-side comparison. To me, this is the King, and that's the predecessor, but you guys can make your decision. I'm just going to do a walk around, show you guys the differences here. You know, first off, the outer mods, quote unquote, on both of them. Excursion running 285/75 16s. Expedition 285/75 16s. Excursion has Super Duty springs on it, about 1 3/4, maybe 2 inches of lift. Expedition has a Daystar coil spacer in the back, about 1 inch. It netted me about 1 1/4 of lift, and then the torsion bars crank down on the front to level it. So anyway, let's do a walk around comparison here and show you guys the differences. Alright, we'll start outside first and we'll go over here. I made the noses about even, as you can tell. The Expedition kind of disappears behind the old Excursion. It's over there though, and they're straight across the tail. From the long side, the Expedition is shorter, obviously, than the Excursion. Let's see, get you a straight through shot on how much. About from behind the tire back on the Excursion is longer. Here, the outside of this side, the Expedition doesn't make the Excursion disappear. So outside, you know, obviously Excursion is longer, and with the lifts and equal tires, the heights are almost identical. They both fit in my 7-foot garage door, so that says something. I said I think they're literally the identical height, top-wise. So yeah, coming in here. Excursion, obviously, Super Duty, same as Super Duty dash, same interior. The seats actually have the same mounts on the Excursion. The overhead console is the same on the Excursion. Center consoles, they are different. I'll walk around to the other side there. So this dash, much different. Center console, much different. A lot of guys are putting these ones in the Excursion. I don't like having the thing all the way up to the dash because I'm tall, and if my dash ever got pushed back into me in an accident, my leg would get jammed in there. And I actually have a friend that broke his femur, and that's the reason that I think he broke his femur, because he's in a Chevy truck and knee couldn't go anywhere, broke the femur. So I like the open in front of the console in the Excursion. This is there in the Expedition. So, like I said, overhead console is the same, seats mount the same. Yeah. So, Expedition rear door, the top opens, and the whole thing will open. Excuse the parts and pieces that are still in here. Expedition, as you guys know, is a project and it's almost done. But there's how much room is behind the rear seat in the Expedition. That is the brake calipers. It's in a box. It's probably 15 inches to the back door in the back of the Expedition. Now, let's see. Excursion is a barn door rear. And there's how much room is in the back of the Excursion. 3.5, maybe 4 feet behind the rear seat. That's a 33-inch spare tire. So, and that's behind the rear seat. So, yeah, there's your size inside difference. The rest of the rows are very similar between the two, I think. The legroom in the Expedition seems about the same. Haven't sat in the second row, but in the driver's seat, it feels about the same. Obviously this seat's down, but there's the straightforward and the Expedition. So I figured I'd just pull them next to each other and show you the actual comparison of size difference. Like I said, these are both lifted about the same, and their height about the same. You can tell the Excursion is, it's just looks a lot more heavy duty, and I think it is. It drives like a truck. The Expedition drives like a car. The steering is quick and stuff like that. And the Excursion, the steering is nice and slow, you know, like a Super Duty. So, anyway, there's your heads-up comparison. I'll back out on the front here of an Expedition and an Excursion, 2000, 2001. So, well, there you have it, a quick walk around of the outsides of these two big vehicles. They both C8. They both have technically V8s. That's a 5.4. This is a 7.3. I'll always take my 7.3. They're just very interesting. I thought it would be very interesting to walk around and just show you guys the physical differences. They're pretty similar on the inside. On the outside, they're not quite. But definitely one is more truck-like and one is more car-like. So stay tuned for the next video. We're going to go around and talk about all the things that I found that are way beefier on the Excursion. So we'll go to that real quick here. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Stay subscribed for the next video. See you next time.